Hi everyone and good morning. So I am back with part 2 of my craft room tour. So yesterday we did all of this side here and all of these things here and my desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from this side today and show you what's over here. So behind the door are my step ladders, and then I have two of these plastic containers, one on top of the other, and a couple of boxes. So these are a bit messy, I'm going to warn you. So this one has all ribbons in, yeah, more ribbons, and cord and everything needs sorting out. More ribbons. This one here has been sorted out. This is all of my wooden stamps. So that's my wooden ones. These shouldn't actually be in here, but they have found their way in there. What's down here? Oh my gosh, so this really is all my ribbons. Look, this is all actually the eyelash trim needs to go in my eyelash trim box, but this is all lots and lots of ribbons and cords, and oh my gosh, this whole thing is just, look, I've got strings in here that need to go in my, these all do need sorting out. Honestly, this is just one big mess really. I've got more eyelash trim there that needs to go in the eyelash. I've got loads of baker's twine. As you can see, this one here is all my stickers actually. These are all sticker packs and embellishments and things, but this is mostly stickers in here. So I do know that is just stickers. So these two have kind of been sorted out. The others have not. They do need a very good tidy up. So still to be done. Up here I have a couple of boxes. One's just got coffee cup sleeves to decorate. This one here has got ephemera and I haven't labelled that yet. And then up here I have my markers, my alcohol markers. I have my treasured journals, and some that I've made and some that have been made for me. And then here I have a box of scissors, all my fancy scissors. And what's in that one? Oh, pliers, punches and spare blades. That's Stampin' Up planner, buttons. In here are my gorgeous things, and then those two are empty. My Edith Holden books, because I just have to have two spare, and I've got some I'm working on, but I always have to have spare. This one here has just got, jar has just got some flowers in. And then I have actually managed to label these Calax, because these are the plastic boxes. So this one here has got my vintage fabrics in. So these are all my doilies and my vintage tablecloths, napkins, everything vintage in that one there. This one has just got fabric in, and it is jam-packed with gorgeous fabrics and things I need to sort out for fabric packs that are coming up soon. So that's just fabric in that one. This one here, I'm not so sure about what it has in it actually. Right, this one has to be sorted out. I have not sorted that one out yet. Here I just have lots of A4 paper, which really isn't sorted. It's just tidier there. Some card and A4, card and DSP, etc. In this one here as well, this is all full of A4 papers, which I haven't really found a home for yet, just apart from in that box. This one here has packs that have been for sale, and these bottom one here are packs and things too for my Etsy shop, etc. This one here, guess what, more A4 cardstock, just piles of it. So I really need to probably put them on their side so I can actually then use them. So probably that's what I'll do. I will turn all these on the side so I can go through it when I need some cardstock. So that needs to be done. Down here are some cutting boards. We'll go through the bottom things later on. Right, here we have more fabric. These are jiffy bags and I don't know what this is. More stuff that needs sorting out, no doubt. Here I have drawers which have coffee dyed paper, coffee dyed. This is everything coffee dyed in here. This is all my coffee dyed envelopes, paper, etc. all in those there. This box has card blanks, I believe, which hasn't been labelled. Then I have all my jars, my lovely Kenko jars, which I save up, which I'm not labelled because you can see what's in them. There's lots of nice trim, roses, lots of more little rubbish up there that needs to come down where I was labelling the other day. Some little sticky on things and more embellishments. This is my Trofast, let me just step back, Trofast unit, and I have labelled most of them. So we have lacy scraps in there. This one has fabric scraps, so this is just all fabric, but there is lacy bits in there as well, but it's just full of bits of lace and fabric, and when I do my snippets, etc. This one I haven't labelled yet. Oh, this has just got like tea bags, you know, the tea bags that I've been dyeing, and just bags and oddments in there that needs sorting out. Then I have paper scraps, which all of my offcuts of book pages, coffee dyed paper, it's just filled with lots and lots of papers in that one. And then this one has, at the moment, has got coffee dyed paper in there as well, so I need to label that one. Right, then if we move over here, in here I have all my distress inks, which that could probably, when I get my shelves, they can come up on my shelves. This is my Edith Holden projects I'm working on. Then I've got some of those tongue depressor sticks that I've been drawing on and doing images on. And then we've just got a tin of roses. In here, let's have a look what's in here. These are all my 6x6 paper pads, my little camera, Instax camera, my calligraphy pens, my journaling pens, and the other pens that wouldn't fit in the basket, my alcohol markers, are in there. So that one's pretty organised. That is just a little dish that I use when I'm doing work. Up here we have more 6x6 paper pads and some journals that I'm working on, 2 empty jars. But behind here it's all my 6x6 paper pads. So as you can see, I have a lot of paper pads, and there's some journals I'm working on there as well. Now in this section here I have my threads that I use for my signatures, which I love, and I have 2 of those because I have to have spare. And then in these jars are just all different laces, so we've got, you know, different coloured laces in these jars, and cotton laces, etc. So they are just all lovely trims, and my my threads that I use for my signatures. Right, here we have more of the cardstock packets that wouldn't fit in the other thing behind me. So these are just different colour cardstocks that you saw yesterday. I just put a little die cut on there to tell me what colour they are. So that's black, cream, browns, glitter, green and purple. Then in here, more paper pads. Oh my gosh, look at all of those. Oh, actually these are like the they're paper pads. That's basically what they are, and little mini paper pads as well. I just have to collect all of them when I see them. I'm just terrible, I know. In this one, I think that's just empty boxes and my happy planner things, my tablet, just some oddments of things in that one. And in here, this is just envelopes and my stamp books with my vintage stamps in there. Then we have a little just plastic container thing. This here has got all of my Happy Mail things that people have sent me and made. So these will go into my personal journals. I treasure those things in that drawer there. In here, these are just little bags of die cuts. You know, when I've done projects or I've been given die cuts, bags of die cuts, etc. This is just full of little dies which I need, die cuts which I need to start using. In the bottom here, come out the way you Mr. Monkey. In the bottom here I have more ribbons. Oh, no. Look, lovely, gorgeous ribbons and trim. There's mostly ribbons in here. Some Christmas ones. But when my ribbons get sorted out, they will too. Right, now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to obviously go up here in my drawers and get into everything, but let me just show you what's on this row here. So I've labelled most of it. So that's old postcards, that's my embossing things, my We Are Memory Keepers word punch. In these, I've got an old vintage photo here and I just love it, so I've kept it because it's a on cardboard, so I can't really use it, but I just loved it. I didn't want to throw it away. Look at this lovely handsome gentleman. I wish I knew who he was and his story. But in here we have these little drawers, and these are all my pens and pencils. So we've got pastel pencils, coloured pencils, watercolour pencils, miscellaneous, colouring and colour pens. In here we have metallic markers, special pens, gel pens, and I think there's 2 empty drawers there. This one has sponges and brayers and tools, an empty one, and this one has permanent and fabric markers. So that's those. And then we have Project Life cards here, some paint, and a couple more jars of this is my cotton trim, so we've got 2 big jars of those. These are my great big huge paper pads that wouldn't fit in the thing, my long paper pads. There's some more paper pads there. These are the kids' little Mr. Men stamps, and then some little gorgeous things there. Up on the other shelves, up here there's lots of tins that have card blanks, scalloped card blanks, square card blanks, butterflies, printer inks, spray inks, happy planner. That one is vintage postcards, and then a couple of empty tins. They're all playing cards. That's my sewing. That one has to be sorted out. Those are empty. That has got bits and pieces in, and then there's another tin up there. And on my top shelf I have some of those adult colouring books, some old Stampin' Up things, and then I've got duct tape and you can see up there feathers, spray adhesive, knitting and crochet hooks, paint, and mini albums. And that's just personal albums up there. Oh my gosh, that's so high, that made me feel a bit dizzy. Right, okay, so if we come over here to my middle unit, I have my, that's actually not in place, it's a bit squiff. So I have my Big Shot, my typewriter, my sewing machine, and I can just turn that round and use it. And then I have all of these cubes, Kallax cubes. So let's go through these. So this one has fabrics in it, and it's just got some, this is just fabrics in there, odd fabrics. This one has all of my that shouldn't be in there. This has all of my envelope punch boards, another trimmer, my alphabet punch board. So it's all punch boards and sort of things like that in that one. This one is empty. Oh, that's a bonus finding that. This one here has got 12 by 12 paper pads, the ones that wouldn't fit on the shelves. So it has more paper pads in there. Oh, where's that one? This bottom one here has just got oddments that need sorting out still. Oh gosh, can't get that back in. This one here has all of my rubber stamps. This is all rubber stamps in there. And this one has all of my dies and my big shot things. So we'll go through that another day. And then this one here has, oh my gosh, miscellaneous paper by the looks of it. That needs sorting out. Another one that needs sorting out. Unfortunately, a lot of this has not been sorted out yet. So, do you know what? My middle bit is looking a bit weird. It's not looking like it's even. Right, so if we go under my table... oh gosh, I didn't do this unit here. Right, so I've got another trolley dolly here. There's some empty containers there. This one has gosh, things I think I've been working on that need to be sorted out. That's the sort out drawer. This one has lots of little trinkety bits and some lovely embellishments and things and bits and pieces and blingy bits in there. The same in here. It's all blingy bits and lots of blingy bits under here. There's lots of bits and pieces, so they're all just miscellaneous. These are all my ink pads. So there's a couple of rows of ink pads there, just there. And then in here I have little half, what do you call them, flatbacks, little flatbacks, stick-on flatbacks. And this one has all my glitzy sparkly bits, and these are in little makeup trays, and these are all my little oddments of lovely sparkly embellishments. This one here this is a lovely drawer. This has lots of gorgeous embellishments. There's flowers and flatbacks and more flowers, and in the back here there's some buttons and bits and gorgeous drawer. Oh gosh, so I can get it back again. And then this bottom one has my Daubers things, you know, like my distressing pads and little ink Daubers and more sort of blender tools and some more ink pads, miscellaneous ink pads there. They're my I forgot what you call them, I don't know, but yeah, this has got all my distressing sort of things. Then I have a little plastic container here, a set of drawers. This has got all my sparkly trim, blingy trim. This one has more envelopes, and this one has miscellaneous die cuts in that one. Then I got a new little set of drawers here, which I really love actually, and you can get quite a lot in them. So here I have already folded up DSP ready for journals. So these are really good for covers. So I've actually done a whole load and folded them already. In here are my Stampin' Up punches, so I can see which ones they are. So this is just for my Stampin' Up punches. Eventually they are going to go on a rail on my wall. This one has all my sewing. It's got some sewing things, needles, and some thread in there as well. And then this one is pretty empty. It's just got plastic boxes, which I was going to put some bits and pieces in, so that's pretty empty. This one here has my vintage wooden stamps. They were the ones I will use on my journals in that one. And in here, what is in here? Oh, these are all embossing folders in here, but I know I do have another drawer with embossing folders in, so that's all embossing folders in there. Now these drawers under here have not been sorted out. They are all very, let me get up, all over the place actually, so I'm not going to go through those because, let me just go over here a minute. They are a bit of a mess. This one here has oh gosh, just journals in there that I'm working on. This one has all card bits for card making days. So these are card blanks and little mats, etc. in that one. This one here has just got folders of card making things, and this one here is just a really messy drawer. Messy drawer. These are just boxes that are storing stuff that has cutting boards in there. And then in here I have some fabrics. This one has some nice lacy fabrics, and my backing fabrics that I use for my pockets, etc. So that's just a fabric drawer. This one is, oh, this is all my napkins and tissue paper in that drawer. In here we have journals that I've made and other journal bits and jewellery bits in here. There's lots of jewellery bits that need to be sorted out. So this is my jewellery drawer, and it's got some journals in it as well. And then this one is my, believe it or not, button. Look at these buttons. Look at all buttons. I know, too many buttons. That's just buttons. And the other one is a mess. So I think that is it. That is my craft room tour completed. Obviously it's still a work in progress, especially all of these naughty drawers here, which really need to be sorted out. And I didn't realize actually there's a lot. I think it's more these plastic containers need to be sorted, but at least I can see sort of in them, and I kind of know what's in them because they were from before I did the craft room, so I know what's in them. But it's still a work in progress. It still feels wonderful to be in here. My next video I will go through my boxes up here and show you all of my goodies that are in all of these blue boxes. So that'll be my next video. And yes, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Had a bit of a workout getting up and down like that. So yes, that's my craft room. Now I can get in here and do some proper work. Hey Charles, look, he's just down there being Mr. Flipping I do not know what. What are you doing down there, Charles? What are you doing? He loves it in here. He loves the new rug, don't you? Say hello to everybody. Are you a good boy? Are you mummy's boy? Right, everybody, I shall see you all later. So from me and from the lovely Charles, I shall see you all very soon. Hope you're doing well. Take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.